Hey everybody, David R. Becker here with BeckerArt, and today I want to talk to you about composing a scene. It could be while you're taking photographs of a scene, or going planning or painting, sketching up a scene. So this was a scene. These were three scenes actually I took with my camera, my phone, and I took them in Dubuque, Iowa, and it was for bluff strokes. It was a competition last week, and I went around scouting the first day and I found a bunch of shots of different boats. I like boats, so I figure I go out there and look for boats. And I found this underneath the bridge, the one of the bridges in Dubuque. And I took a bunch of different shots and I take it back to my studio. I look at it and then I think to myself, well, what can I do with this? And well, I kind of did that, but then I also looked through a bunch of other pictures that I like better. And so I never actually did get around to painting this scene. But then, lo and behold, the Friday when everybody's bringing in their work, another artist by the name of Marc Anderson, who is a phenomenal artist, a oil painter, he did this scene. So let me just show you the scene that he painted of this exact area. I went into the exhibition hall, and this is the scene I found. And I thought to myself, wow, I know this. Where do I know this from? I remember taking the shots. I knew the boat, I knew the trailers and stuff, and I remember taking the scenes. So I went through my phone and I looked through my phone and I found the scenes that I just showed you beforehand. I showed, let me show you right here. I'll just make this a little bit smaller. But I remember having a scene and I remember having this scene right here. And I'm thinking, you know what? This is the exact scene. And so it made me think about how artists compose pictures and how we should or shouldn't compose a picture. And it made me see that there's been times I questioned myself if I should go exactly what the scene is or can I move stuff around as an artist. And I think after looking at a bunch of different artists doing different areas of even this weekend or last week, I really started figuring out that you know what, you do whatever you have to can to make the picture and the painting look great. I mean, the painting that Mark had done over here on the upper right is just amazing to me. And to take that image, and I kept on thinking to myself, if I were to paint this, what do I do with this bridge? This bridge could have kind of been like going to the distance. I mean, I could have left it in, but what Mark had done with the scene just made me really realize it's that you know what, you're the artist, you make it do whatever you can to make it look great. This scene, excuse me, won him first place for this painting, and it was. You can tell why it's a beautiful painting, and if I look, and he probably even painted the same, close to the same time I was there, and so you can see he brought this building up a little bit, this greenery back here, brought that up, this stuff way back here, it's there, everything's there. The lights behind the boat, that's right there. This the greenery right here, right there. Look at the greenery. This back here is exactly what this is. The sun is almost exactly where it is. So he probably painted this maybe the following day, the day after that, but pretty much I think close to the same time because the lighting looks very close. And so to see what he had done, if you look at this picture right here on the grounds, I mean, there are grasses here. Look at this grass here. And so you got grass there. This trailer is almost, he was almost standing, probably was standing a little bit to the right of where I was taking this shot. But so they can get this building in here. So there's the building right there, right? So he moves it over. So he's probably a little bit to the right of this and taking the shot. I also like how he left the engines out of the picture, which I think was pretty neat, like the engines on the back of the boat. I probably would have put them in, but every artist does its own thing. But and I made it horizontal. He made it a horizontal picture. I would have made this vertical, and I would have put all this pole in there. Probably would have left this pole out of here. I'm not sure. I think I would have. Or maybe because I'd make it a lamp post or something so that there'd be something in this area. Otherwise, maybe it'd be too much of a rectangle shape here if I left a bridge in. So it's very interesting, I thought to myself. And then after seeing his painting, I thought, wow, that's the way to do it. I mean, it's like he made it his own painting, still making sure that he got most of what is here is here. So I recognize the area, right? Even though he didn't put in the engines or put in the bridge or put in the telephone poles or anything like that. See, that's all up to the artist. You could do whatever you like and make the painting look great. You do whatever you can. And so that made me really realize is that you, the artist, can make it look just like the photograph, or you can do whatever you want. As long as that the final painting is what you want it to be and you make it look good, right? So I just thought I'd let you see that this day because it was one of those things I've been always wondering about when it came to plein air painting. Is there more of a way that most artists is should we be painting exactly what we see? Can we move stuff around? Because a lot of times I see people do paintings and then they put up against the scene and it's identical to the scene. And then I've seen things like this where it's close to the scene but not exactly like the scene. And so do whatever you want, basically. Just make it a good composition. Make it look like it has dimension, good color scheme, good value pattern. And this is what Mark had done. And so let me just give you his website so you can take a look at more of his work. His work is absolutely phenomenal. So there in the bottom is Marc Anderson. That's the painting, Marc Anderson painting. And go to mandersongallery.com to see his work. Amazing stuff. I mean, he's a really amazing painter. He's been written up in many, many publications. And like I said, a super amazing oil painter. And it was just so interesting to see his scene and that I had taken the same photograph. And so I hope it was like great minds think alike, I guess. So, but the thing is, I never painted it because I didn't know what to do with it. But now I see this and I'm thinking to myself, wow, when I go to paint it, maybe I just can take the bridge out. You don't need to have the bridge. Or I'll try with the bridge and see what if that's a way of working it too. So it's interesting. So let me just, something I just wanted to bring across to you and show you that you do what you want. You have artistic license and you make it the way you want it to be and make it look beautiful. There was another artist there who also did a scene very close to this, but made it really off the wall and a lot crazier with a lot of brush strokes. And so it again depends on your style, how tight your style is, how much you want to get to the exact reference of what you're painting or the scene that you're painting in front of. You know, because when I was out there, usually when I'm out there painting, I'm putting everything exactly like it is. But now I'm definitely not going to do that. So I'm going to make it a great painting. All right, just something I wanted to show you. And so thanks a lot. And by the way, watch us this week on Thursday. I have a paint along, and we'll be doing something where I'm going to take the photograph. I'm going to show you again how you can change it enough to make it your own. All right, we'll see you on Thursday. Bye bye.